Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of February 3rd. If you're new here, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. If you have a question you want to ask the cards, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. And if you want to learn how to read the cards, you'll find information on my tarot course below. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Dark Mansion Tarot with Rose Quartz, the Classic Rider-Waite-Smith with Chakra Crystals, and the Tarot de Marseille with Moss Agate. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, Group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. So I'm going to name the cards. This is the Knight of Cups, the Page of Wands, Death. What is this? The Ten of Swords reversed, don't panic. And the Ten of Coins in the middle. And at the bottom of the deck we have Temperance reversed. So, orientation should be decent. This should be a decent height. Yeah, exactly. So I will see you right now. I don't have that much to say actually, and the funny thing is I have the impression that a lot of people who chose this group know exactly what all of this is about. The only 2 reverse cards in the whole thing are the Ten of Swords and Temperance here, and I think that it's obvious whatever this Ten of Swords is, and I think it's obvious what you're going to do about it. If it's not, you might want to pay attention, because the whole, navigating towards your desires, the transformation ensued that often happens in moments like these, being at the beginning of a process and all that stuff. It's understandable that you're off balance. The Temperance reversed is now giving me the impression that whatever happened is recent, which kind of makes sense. We're still early in the year, but yeah, it's again, the Ten of Coins in the middle of all this, and Temperance at the bottom of your deck, even though it is reversed, it's really a good indication that this transformation that is ensuing, that might not necessarily have been your own choice, is that there's medicine in it. And again, if it's not clear to you what that medicine is, first of all, I'd be surprised. But second of all, be on the lookout. It's surprising what you find out when you ask, So yeah, on that note, if you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, Group 2, let's see what we have for you for this week. First real test of pyramid placement. Okay, don't panic. Don't panic. Give me a second here. This should be all right. Okay. Probably just further out. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, excellent. I will see you right now. Group 2, there are 2 main ways to read this middle column here. And unfortunately, neither one is particularly great because there are 2 ways. This conflict here, represented by the Five of Swords, looks like a zero-sum conflict. I don't think there's a win-win outcome likely in it. And given that, you're either on the losing end of this or you're on the winning end, but it's like a hollow victory playing into the rest of this. Because again, like, although the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Five of Wands reversed, being the other two cards in this middle column here, doesn't look like a winning victory. It is possible since it is a collective reading, and I've had the experience of being on a winning side of an argument only to realize that, winning the battle doesn't necessarily end the war. And all the stories that you tell yourself when you're fighting or whatever end up being, it's like you were lying to yourself while you were fighting, and you realize that in the victory that isn't as satisfying as you thought it would be, So yeah, either even if you win, it's not looking like a satisfying one. And the medicine in this is kind of implied in the two major arcana cards that are here, that are both upright, So as far as majors go, it's like 2-1 upright. Very interesting, the Hangman here. We'll circle back to him. But, I just noticed that 11 and 12, they're like 10, 11, and 12. Oh, all three sequential trumps are here. Very interesting. I don't know what that adds to the conversation, and I don't think it matters, so I'm just going to keep going. There are lessons here. Whether you lost or whether you won and found out that it sucked winning, it's an opportunity to take an objective look at the situation. That's how these two cards play off of each other here. And yeah, it's really fitting that the Hangman here being upright is kind of lined up with the Nine of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck here. So given all this, it's looking like there's nothing here to divert you from what you're after. But yeah, again, you can't win them all. And sometimes even when you win one, it kind of feels hollow because, the fuel that was driving you during the fight ended up not leading to something that was worth it in all of this, And there are things to learn in that too. So if you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Group 3, let's see what we have for you for this week. Whoops. That's about here. Okay. Yeah, I learned my lessons from Group 2. Let's put this here. All right, I will see you right now. Group 3, I tried to find another way to make all these cards fit together and I couldn't, so I apologize in advance if this is off target for some of you. But the main thing, because the central card here, the moon, with all the beasts here at night, with the moon radiating above them. I think that what's at the root of this is feelings of, why aren't I where I want to be yet? And it's fascinating considering that all the pips here, we have an ace, a 3, and a 4. These are low numbers. The only other card is the 10 at the bottom of the deck here, but it's also kind of the direction where the Empress is kind of eyeing off to. And that's kind of I have a sense of self-imposed anxiety by comparing yourself to the ideal outcome and kind of beating yourself up for not being there. And I think that this is a week of recognizing where you are in the process. This feels like something that I've been saying a lot recently, but it also fits here because, again, I have the feeling it's almost as if you were the moon here and that you're like able to shine light, but it's dimmed and you have all these scary things in front of you, but you're kind of the source of it, And yeah, because again, it's like an opportunity. The thing with all the aces is, yes, there's opportunity, but it's the beginning. It's an opportunity is only potential. You know, it's not like something that happened. And when you start off on a process, you know, these things take time. It's a question of doing the right things long enough consistently. And as long as you do the right things long enough consistently, you can get to the completion of the 10. But it's important to realize where you're at, you know, and not beat yourself up for having to walk the journey instead of just being at the finish line. So yeah, if you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump ahead a couple seconds. If you don't want to watch me pick up your reading, I'll see you soon. All right, let's see what we got here. This should be good. Yeah, that'll do. All right, Group A, your card is the 22nd Lunar Mansion. The keyword is wedding. Let me stare at this for a moment. Yeah, I chuckle every time because this card, I have picked it before, but it doesn't come up that often. And the 22nd Lunar Mansion is the at the beginning of Capricorn. So the whole wedding thing, it's the idea is commitment, long-term commitment, making a decision. And I think that, yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself, but there are it's looking like there's some decisions that you have to make this week, and I would advise like just trusting yourself to make the right ones. Group B, your card is the Lover. That's the attribute. Let me just show it to you. And the light attribute is great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Shadow attribute is obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. It's funny, given the readings I gave, it could be either one. So for those of you who just got double called out with the shadow attribute, like sorry, not sorry, but it's beating yourself up over it doesn't help, you know. But for everyone, actually, it's really a question of choosing what you want to, you know, devote yourself to passionately, you know. And this is a week to explore that, basically. Group C, your Egyptian god is Seshat, with a message of wisdom. Given the context of the readings, I'm drawn to the fact that this goddess is writing on paper here, because I think that, you know, given the way that the word wisdom is like knowledge applied, you know, and for a lot of you, there's a lot of inner exploration that would help, and journaling and just putting your thoughts down on paper is a generally good way to do that. So it's hard for me to read it any other way. Group D, your card is fear. Wow. What is it? I shall not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will confront my fear, allow it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see, look at its path. Where the fear will have gone, there will be nothing, only I will remain, that kind of thing. It's really funny that it's a black gateway, you know? And, you know, a common source of fear is not knowing what's going to happen after you make a decision that you have before you, you know? And I think that a solution to that is also to trust yourself. I think for some of you, that might be the invitation to, and really be open to the possibility that's on the other side, which is another thing that's represented by black, you know? So yeah, that's a good note to wrap up on. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. You have a great week. Take care. I'll see you soon.